Hello and welcome to
Black Mind Podcast.
the Black Mind. Oh,
Hey,
Black Mind
you,
Cast?
you paused. I thought that was an opening for us to go.
my brain had a mental explosion of what just happened at the end of the tape.
Despite us doing this 200 times, and plus, I mean, we'll have a mental breakdown when we say the title of our fucking show.
This is what? This is what? 200. This is what? 240?
240.
Yeah.
Yep.
Episode 240.
Yep.
This is the first time I think in a long time where I've literally had like a shit. Like my brain's just gone like, fuck.
Your brain took a poop.
What are these words? What do I say?
What's going on? How do I function? What is life? What is death? What is the universe?
What is the meaning of life?
Flash gets released a new cartoon today. They kill Sonic.
Yeah.
It's
Oh
horrifying.
goddamn! I love the promotion you did at the end for Raid Shadow Legends this time. Don't forget about me. How could I forget about you?
Whoever is making that game must be rolling in money. It's fucking hilarious.
I
man.
think that, like, from what one guy said who did videos about stuff, commented about like how like he got offered $1,200 to do like an ad, and he was like, "Yeah, no, I literally can't because I wouldn't be able to get this game, the video out related to it for like ever." So he couldn't take it. And he's like, "No, I don't blame anybody for taking money from Raid Shadow Legends. It's $1,000 per ad per time." So like, I don't blame people for it. Like, oh
Yep.
man.
I mean, I wouldn't blame for the animators for taking the freaking dough, because I'm like, I bet they're getting paid quite a bit just to do every single ad on the end of their freaking skits every freaking time.
I do know for a fact that Flash Gets has a Patreon, I do believe. But I love today's video. It was fucking great from them. Tails just fucking getting away from all the assault marines, and they're just like, oh god.
No, it's a tiny little pop in the distance.
No, I'm talking about like the first thing is he hears. I loved it. It was, oh man, I'm so happy that video came out. Like, that was a pleasant surprise for me. I was scrolling on Twitter when I saw that, and I was like, I'm not even mad.
I do like Sonic's reaction to the like, come on, furry, we gotta go, and Sonic's like, I'm not a fucking furry. I'm like, of course,
I'm not a furry.
I'm like,
bitch.
that's the exact reaction I expected of Sonic.
Yeah.
Oh fuck. But yeah, like that whole animation is so good. Now I'm like, oh no, there's a whole plot. Oh no, I'm interested.
I love how absurd that fucking video is. Like, oh man.
I love how 40K is gonna probably get pushed and it's gonna get popular. Just because.
I don't think Josh, you haven't seen Death of Hope, have you?
I don't.
Oh man,
don't think so.
Oh god, that was a weird one. I didn't understand it.
Okay.
I don't want to understand it.
How badly do you want me to? By the way, Josh, here you go. It's 20 minutes long. You can watch it after. But what me and a bunch of people have started theorizing is the suits of armor at the end there have no Marines in them.
Mm-hmm.
They're possessed armor. So it's to bait the world into lowering its defenses so the world eaters and the word bearers to ravage it.
Oh.
But for me, the highlight of the episode was when they're walking the halls and you see those giant motherfucking dudes come striding down in the opposite direction. That is Saturnine class Terminator armor, and that's old lore. That's like 1993 old lore.
So are you saying that the Ultramarines are not actually Ultramarines? They're actually Phantoms?
That's what the theory is right now.
Okay.
But we do know for a fact that the guy who's hanging off the wall there in that one scene, like literally like with like hooks keeping him up, he's a captain.
Yeah. He's the captain?
He's a captain.
Oh.
So yeah, he's watching all of his men slowly be slaughtered.
That makes sense.
Yeah, no, I actually really enjoy this, and I'm looking forward to seeing A Star Days Part 4 because he said it's coming out soon.
That one seems like that one I'm more excited.
Oh, sorry, Part
about.
5. He's already got Part 4 out.
Yeah, Part 5. That one I like Astartes a lot more. I like Astartes' style. This one was creepy and eerie, and I don't know the Lord well enough in order to fucking understand anything.
Here's the thing. This one, Death of Hope catches the grim darkness of the universe. Astartes shows off the power of an Astartes Space Marine.
Yeah.
Like, and that's the reason why like there's such vast difference. Like, one is an action style series devoted around like this chapter of Marines doing an operation, and the other one is like during the Shadow Crusade during the Horus Heresy. The Shadow Crusade is just like the World Eaters and the Word Bearers showing up into the Ultramar worlds and just going, yeah, no, we're just going to terrorize the population. That's all they're doing.
Mm-hmm. Sounds about right.
Yeah, that's the reason why I'm actually really excited for the next one for that, because he said he's already working on Part 2.
Oh, that's good.
I only have one complaint about Anarchy's Reign. It's just a bit too dark in some parts, and the voices just aren't clean, and that's my only problem with it. But other than that, I'm fantastic. Yeah.
I gotta make a comment about something too. So you're not the only one who watched something awesome.
What did you watch?
I watched Gundam Narrative.
Gundam Narrative?
Gundam Narrative. The Narrative Gundams. You know Gundam?
I know Gundam.
Okay, this takes place in the UC
hey,
timeline.
Look at that. I started searching it up and I'm just looking. Oh, is it a movie?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
It's an OVA. It's cool.
Okay, it's up on Gundam Info.
Gundam.info. Yeah. The best YouTube channel because it has all the Gundams. No, I watched Gundam Narrative, and it takes place after Unicorn.
Ah, okay, that's the reason why I recognize that part of that armor. I was just like sitting there, I'm like, that looks just like it's Unicorn. It's just like a pile of all that, but I guess not. I'll have to give it a watch when I get done my essay homework for tomorrow. So,
the entire story revolves around Gundam Unicorn Phoenix, and her pilot. The pilot, unfortunately, is dead, and her soul has been trapped inside the Unicorn's frame, the Psycho frame. So you know how the Unicorn has destroy mode? Yeah, this has destroy mode, and then it also has... So the pilot actually was stuck in the frame of the Gundam.
Huh.
So... it is very well done. The thing I don't like about it is I wish it would have tied more into, because originally the idea of the Narrative Gundam was Anaheim was giving this company a Gundam that was originally the prototype for the new Gundam, which is the best Gundam by far. But the idea of this one is like it kind of ties into that, and it doesn't do it ties more into Unicorn than anything else.
That's fair.
And Unicorn's really good.
Unicorn has some failings, but it's solid.
I think the problem with Unicorn is that I think the problem that I have with Unicorn is like Benadryl Lynx is not a very good character.
There's a couple of characters that aren't good in that show.
The princess is the most competent one of them all. And she's like, you meet Char 2.0, and Char 2.0 is just a fucking like
Asshole.
Like, I will do these. I will do these things because they're the right thing to do. What?
What? Nani?
What?
Who?
Nani?
Huh?
Huh?
Other than that, I've done pretty much nothing except for homework and program.
Yeah, no, it's been me these past 2 weeks.
I got re-sucked into Warframe.
Why would you do that?
And
to
also,
your-
I
would
played
you
a little
do
bit of
that
the
to
new.
yourself?
Yeah, and also I played a little bit of the new. What's it called? The not Blackout mode. It's called Modern Warfare Battle Royale, whatever.
Warzone.
Warzone.
Gotta be war criminals.
Yeah, you have to be. You have to be war criminals.
Can I gas people? Is gassing people an option?
Funny enough, a wall of gas comes in on you like every other battle royale, except this is legit wall of gas, not just some mist or some shit. Yeah. And the funny thing is about this whole game, through one perk about it is that you have a second chance to come back. So in the game, when you battle royale, typical shit that happens, everyone jumps out of a plane, they fall to the destination, pick up their guns, start doing their thing of scavenging for loot and trying to shoot each other. Once you die, you actually get thrown into the gulag or the gulag, I think. Once you get thrown, you get thrown into jail, and you have to fight another person in that jail in order to get your second chance to go back into the arena again. So you're waiting your turn in the jail, and there's actually a lot of stuff you could do in the jail. You can look in, and if you have the mic on, you can actually tell one of the other people on the field, "Hey, look on your left. He's on your left," and you can tell him to "Oh, shoot the other guy. Fuck that guy." Or you can taunt the guy and go "No, he's on your right," and you just fake him out and look in the wrong direction and get shot. Or you have an option to throw rocks at him, and actually it doesn't do any damage, but its hit indicator will go off. So he'll freak out, think he's going to get hit by a bullet, and will start doing random shit. And that's just you being a bystander. Once the game chooses you to go into this little tiny arena, it's a one-on-one with your opponent. And basically it comes down to finding the other guy first and shooting him dead. Or if you didn't find the opponent and you're both hiding, there's a flag in the middle of the arena, and it's super small. If you can capture that flag, you win, and then you can send out back into the Battle Royale again. And just that little mode is so much infinitely more entertaining than the Battle Royale, I feel. Because it's oh man, it's I kind of want it to be thrown back over into the freaking to where the crowd is again, just so you can be you yell over it on the mic, going "Dude, it's on your left. Go to your left." And you fuck him up, and it's pretty funny. I feel that the mode could probably get little. People can tell who's telling a lie and who isn't, or just ignore them and just do what you're supposed to be doing in that mode, and you'd be fine. But that little mode is really entertaining. Of what strategies do you have? What weapon are you gonna spawn with when you get into your arena? Do you have a grenade or a shrapnel grenade or whatever? And it's this that tiny mode makes it real good for having that second chance to come into the game. Now, not just the only second chance you get. Your teammates can also bring you back if they have enough cash, which they can find out through the entirety of the whole battle royale of opening crates, just finding out on tables and stuff. Of if you have enough cash, you can bring back your teammate. And if you could go to a cash machine, basically, and also pre-made loadouts, which is also a big thing. So when you level up and you keep leveling up, you get more and more custom stuff in your loadout. And you have 10 different slots for 10 different guns and all different loadouts that you want. And this is the reason why you want to do fiddle with all these loadouts, is that you can call for a package in the Battle Royale, and the package is your loadouts. So basically, if you're oh man, I hate this fucking gun I have, it's shit and whatever, call for the package, and you can pick exactly what loadout you want in that moment.
Yeah.
Oh. Fantastic.
Which is pretty big. I'm I understand why this is so important, because you can get the thing you want. And it's like, oh, that's pretty big. Although it sucks because I'm like level 12 or some shit and freaking playing with Noah. And
playing with Noah is like fucking hard sometimes, man. Because like he's so good and he's so above everyone else, and he's like, why aren't you good?
Oh, I know. A funny thing is, I actually took down like 3 people before like through the entirety of what we played. I took down 3 people, and I'm like, I'm actually surprised how I took down 3 people. So I'm a little happy about that. But of course, I still died. But whatever.
I miss playing games with him. That's my experience. Is right now it's like he's like, I wanted you to play games. I miss you and I want you to play games. And it's like that's nice. I can't. And then he's like, why not? It's like
life.
Life.
But yeah, like so far the Call of Duty Battle Royale mode pretty good. It's free. Which is also surprising. Although fucking they're putting they're really like as soon as you boot it up and as soon as you're shown a tutorial kind of like what to do and the menus and stuff like that, the game's really shoving down your throat. You want to pay $10 for this? And we're like, no. You want to pay $5 for that? No. You want to pay $2 for this? No. Okay, fine. Go to this mode that's free, I guess. And like also when you're just trying to look through the menus to see what you can pick out in the menus, the game's also trying to like shoehorn as much payment options as possible. And it's like, fuck's sake, just let me see the options.
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I did something really stupid right now. But
you bought an internet JPEG.
No. I pre-ordered Animal Crossing.
Oh. You bought Life Simulator Cutesy Edition.
Yeah.
I mean, I pre-ordered Doom last week, so I'm not surprised that he pre-ordered.
I did that too.
However, can we talk about the hype trailer? Can we? Yeah. Josh, have you seen the hype trailer?
For which one?
Doom.
How much Doom are you gonna play, Josh?
Let me see the hype trailer for a second.
Oh man, the hype trailer.
Also, you still owe me Tim.
Oh my god, hype trailer!
Okay, so it was very good, and I'm excited for it, and I wasn't just in my pants like Allan. That's all I'm gonna say.
I'm rewatching it now because I actually really like it.
Oh.
By the way,
I just saw the.
Go for it.
Oh, you go.
Hang on, I'll be right back.
Okay. Well, go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say, as this trailer is going on right now, I'm just noticing that there's this big demon guy crashing through a city, and I'm like, oh, they're mentioning this in the first game of like there's a giant demon. So I'm like, I hope you fight one. I want to.
Yeah.
I want to feel like, what was that game you fight giant demons? It was from People That Fly. It was...
Witchfire? No.
I want to say Prey, but it's not Prey. It was... No. Fuck, you had like electric shuriken gun and all this cool shit.
Painkiller.
No, yeah, Painkiller. Fucking...
I still need to play through more Painkiller.
That's a pretty good game. I actually want to go back and play it again, but there's some certain scenarios that have freaked me too much at the time, because I was a bit of a free cat, like for certain like scary scenarios in video games. So if it wasn't like 100% cute or 100% serious, I wouldn't want to go through with it. And it's a horror situation. I was like, no, which was struggling, but freaking from what I remember, it's like the bosses are always just giant dudes and they're trying to stomp on you and you're trying to shoot them with your guns and spears and shit like that. And I was like, yeah.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Painkiller.
Yeah, I think it's Painkiller, but I'd have to like double check. However, okay, so when you watch that hype trailer, that first giant demon in the first opening thing.
Yeah.
Hey, Jeff, who is that?
Yeah. That appears to be a cyber demon.
Nope. Go back and pause it, and then think about the The Titan's graveyard level.
I don't think that's a Titan. Well, no, that is a Titan, but I don't think that's the Titan.
No, I know who it is because if you look at the scene,
Yep.
it has very distinct colorations to him.
Oh,
yeah.
I think I know who it is now. Because hold on, let me go back to the beginning.
Okay, hang on.
Oh, it is that guy. It's the button on the door, isn't it?
No.
Isn't it?
Nope.
It's the Titan.
No, it's the icon
He's
of
thinking.
sin.
Yeah.
That's the icon of sin. And it's also
Oh shit!
yeah, and that's the icon. That's the icon of sin at the end too, by the way.
Because I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Oh no, wait. That's the thing you shoot at the end of the original Doom, isn't it?
Second,
Yes.
Doom 2.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
the thing that you kill at Doom 2.
Yeah.
The
It's
icon.
It's literally an icon on the fucking wall.
Yeah.
And if you shoot the icon in the same spot, you get a little Easter egg.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like the Titan's death or Titan's graveyard. You see him in that level, and that's where you shoot him with the rocket in that space. So you that's one of the secrets for that level.
Yes.
That's the same color textures. That's the big thing we saw in that one trailer, and at the very end at 108, I think it is. I'm gonna check right now. After you show get the glory kill for the Slayer Hunter, you see the icon of sin before he was brutalized. So we're probably going to be fighting the icon of sin twice in this game, and I'm actually really hyped. What else?
The icon of sin is going to be like, oh, this annoying bee. He's just going to huck you across the planet, and then Doom Guy's going to be like, oh, I gotta run back at him again.
I'm about to ruin this man's whole career. But I'm actually really excited for what's it called? I'm really excited about the Unmaker being in the game because I've been on a bit of a kick watching a bunch of people play old Doom games and stuff like that recently, and I watched somebody play Doom 64, and I saw the Unmaker what it was. I was like, that's freaking wicked, and then I found out about the unique boss in Doom 64. The Mother Demon. I was like, damn, that would be something really cool to see too. And then I had a moment of thought, and I was like, wait, what about the Con Maker? And I was just like, oh fuck. They're going back to a bunch of old lore, I think.
Well, this one's going to tie in more. I think this one's going to tie in Doom 1, 2, and then if we're lucky, or if we're unlucky, Doom 3.
Well, no, here's the thing about Doom 3. Doom 3 isn't bad. It's just it wasn't what we were expecting.
Doom 3 would be fine if it wasn't called Doom. It's like Halo. If Halo 4 and 5 was called not Halo,
I'd say if Halo 5 wasn't
games.
I would say if Halo 5 wasn't a Halo game, I'd be okay with that.
Actually, no. Let me rephrase that. If Halo 5 was called Halo 5 Marine and you played as Marine, I would have been fine with it.
Yeah, whatever. Oh man, what else? I do think that I do like the look of the gameplay though so far. Looks clean. It looks smooth. It looks really, really nice.
Yeah, it looks good. I'm excited. The thing I'm not excited about is me not having time to play it because I'm probably going to be working on Game Jam.
I'm probably going to be throwing myself at my essays over these next couple days that I have free. So I can take Friday off to play some games while things get edited and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Otherwise, oh well. I'm thinking I'm getting a sneaky suspicious feeling that I'm going to be ending up doing we're not going to have classes for the next 2 weeks, so.
Yeah. Well, it seems like it. I don't know. You're lucky. Nate doesn't have any issues. So. I don't know. Man. The world's a pretty crazy place right now.
So I was going to say, Merry Corona.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, can we briefly talk about stupidity on the internet?
How stupid.
Pretty fucking stupid, man.
Oh.
So, what recently happened? Well, actually, not what recently happened. What
It's
what
happening.
is Fuck, man. Okay. So, some guy ran around New York doing a live stream.
Yep.
Mr. Antibully tweeted about it.
Mm-hmm.
The formal source of anything things. And he's going, what is he saying? Are you Chinese? I'd rather be racist than die. All Chinese need mandatory squirting. And he's just running around saying, do you need a squirt, man? And he's running around in a hazmat suit with a bottle of Pyrex saying, do you need a squirt, man? This is God is dead.
God is
dead.
Like, I'm okay for calling the virus the Wuhan virus, by the way. I'm actually 100% okay with calling the coronavirus the Wuhan virus.
Yeah.
Because that is where it's originated from. But again, whatever. I got a laugh out of my classes on, I think, Thursday when I was going to class. I'm walking up towards my class and I look over to him. And then, by the way, this isn't me being racist. This is what this guy looked like. He looked like a big Asian dude, big built boy. Looked at one of his buddies, coughed in his hand. And, hey man, coughed into his elbow and said, "Oh hey man, coronavirus." And they bumped elbows, and I was like, "Fucking Christ!" I'm like, yeah, I'm not even mad. I'm just, God damn it! Why didn't I think of that?
I don't know, man. The world's
Dark
The greeting.
finest.
The greeting I liked is when the people in China were
Doing their toes.
touching their toes together, and I'm like, I like that.
That was neat. That's a clever way to get around it, but at the same time, it's I don't like it because no thanks.
Don't want dirty boots on your legs. Although the one thing I hate about this whole situation is fucking dipshits stealing all the tissue paper and hand sanitizer and thinking they're going to make a profit off of it.
Oh yeah, that's been happening.
Especially the one guy from BC. Like, fuck that one guy.
What did he do?
Yeah.
Like, literally stuffed his whole garage full of cleaning. Or no, one guy, it was this garage full of tissue paper and selling it secondhand on like Amazon and eBay.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
And then there was another fucktard that was trying to sell sand sanitizer and cleaning wipes, through the same method. And luckily, both eBay and Amazon put a kibosh on that because they're like, fuck off, no.
I gotta laugh at some kid down in the States who is like who brought his own hand sanitizers to school and would like sell it to like kids to use it for like I think $1. I wasn't even mad. I was like, that's entrepreneurship. He brought his own stuff. And people were like, man, the person I found out this about was like, man, I hate the idea that people have to do this to maintain health and standards. Like, yeah. Can we all agree now that this system is busted and broken? I'm like, dude, the kid brought his own supplies to the school and didn't use the school's one. Go fuck yourself. This isn't the system being broken. This is the kid being fucking ingenious, trying to make a quick buck.
Oh, I just think that people are just naturally greedy in the first place.
People are.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like, that's nothing new.
Yeah. If anything, I think a lot more companies should be like, hey, people are stealing a lot, like, not stealing, but like they're taking a lot more than they're supposed to. We should sparse out at least one per person.
That's what a lot of companies are now doing.
Yeah. Because I'm like, fuck these other people. Because they're fucking dipshits.
Actually, what makes it even funnier for me is a lot of socialists are like, oh man, look at all these empty shelves, man, capitalism can't work. And it's like the difference between a pandemic and a socialist system is a pandemic. The shelves will be empty for about a week before being restocked, and under socialism, they will never be restocked.
Yeah, never.
And that's the thing is like somebody tried to bring up like a point. It's like, oh man, well the system can't keep up. It's like, dude, I don't even think socialism, if it was actually could keep up with this, because this is such an abnormal thing happening. Like it happens so rarely when things just sell out in like hours to the point where and that the necessaries. But the thing is that socialism in Venezuela has nothing on their shelves. And how long has that been going on for? I think 2 years now. 3. So yeah, I got a bit of a laugh out of that. But yeah, sorry, made it political. No, I'm
also your mic is crackling like a mofo.
I don't know why. I'm not touching it.
Do you have a cat in your lap again?
Nope, not this time. He's upstairs
No
sleeping.
cat disturbance.
Nope.
Oh.
No. Another thing that got me a bit of a laugh today was actually, so we know.
Well, we know that it's not a. Well, we know it's probably not a bioweapon.
Well, given the way it's reacting, it might be, because it's already mutated twice to stable strains. Yeah, it's mutated twice to stable strains.
Seriously?
Yep.
Oh. Great. So it's mutated twice.
Yep. Well, it's mutated to 2 stable strains. It has like 2 branching strains coming off of it now.
Oh.
So yeah, heads up there. But overall, it doesn't seem like it's going to be too bad. It's just going to be like you're going to have to be a little bit more cautious and stuff like that. I hate that scientists are like, it's going to be a recurring thing like the flu, and I'm like, no, it isn't. We're going to beat it, and we are going to win, and it's going to be done and over with.
I hope so.
God, I do not want this to be a standard fucking thing for the future.
Mm-hmm.
Like
every year everyone has to stay inside for 2 weeks.
I don't know, not even that. I just don't want to deal with another style of flu.
The problem with it is that here's the thing: is that like no matter what way you look at it, we're fucked. Like we're just fucked. So, like, if we're just fucked, like across the board, doesn't matter what we do. It doesn't matter how we end it. It doesn't matter if we win. What matters is basically if we do beat this thing, how are we going to like stop it? And I don't think that that's going to be an easy thing for us to do.
We are without a doubt going to win. Like, without a doubt, we are going to win.
Yeah.
I think that what the problem more is, and I don't disagree with you on the idea of like I think the problem is more going to be like, well, what are the consequences of this? Is more the concern I have.
Well, they've been pumping people full of HIV medication and like Ritalin and shit like that, man.
Huh?
Like they've been pumping people full of like medication, immunity suppressants in order to prevent this thing from getting worse. I think the thing that's probably more likely going to happen, and I think the thing that's really happening right now is like you're having a lot of people do. How do I say this? I think you're having a lot of people right now worry about something, but what also happened recently is there was a really funny meme of Saskatchewan vaccine COVID-19. So there was a really funny conspiracy recently about there was a really funny there was a really funny thing going around where China was accusing everyone of being basically like, this is bioweapon come from Canada, this is bioweapon come from this country, this is bioweapon come from this country. When really it's like, no, it's a bioweapon coming from China.
It's very likely a bioweapon from China.
Coming from China.
China?
Yeah.
China.
China.
Saskatchewan province has provided researchers of the University of Saskatchewan with tools to help find for a vaccine. The UC Vaccine Infectious Diseases International Vaccine Center, VIDO Intervac, is part of a global search and effort and was one of the few research facilities with approval to work on the virus. Saskatoon Lab has previously worked on vaccines for SARS and Zika virus. Saskatoon infectious disease researchers are among the best in the world, and our government is proud to support their efforts in development of a vaccine. But there was a really funny meme recently where somebody was saying, "Hey, Canada has found something very interesting about this virus."
Oh.
And one of the things that basically said was,
To quote,
basically, Canada, COVID-19 cancels hockey. Canadians cancel COVID-19.
Yep.
Yeah. So, I don't know, man. This thing's kind of like, it's evolved really badly. We're seeing a lot of cases stabilize. But this thing's probably going to be like 2 or 3 years out.
Well, here's the thing, though. You're going to hate me for saying this. A few things has happened. Somebody got sick and then recovered.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then got sick again.
Yeah. I heard about that.
Yeah.
I've known about that for weeks.
I learned about that, and I was like, well, shit. But at the same time, I kind of got it gave me a bit of a laugh because I was like, yeah, I know, there's no way that that just confuses the shit out of me even more. Because like, if this isn't a bioweapon, then fuck, this is a damn infectious disease. To the point where like your immune system doesn't actually develop a defense against it. Or two, if it isn't a disease, it's very likely that it's a biological weapon. It's very likely that it's mutating so fast that we actually don't know how many times it's mutated, which should be very bad for us, I think. However, I think, and that's the thing is, like, Israel's on its way. Like, it's supposed to have a vaccine within 2 to 3 weeks from now, from what I've understood. And vaccines come fast, but the problem is you need to do a bunch of like testing for it. So it's still going to be like at least 6 months out before we get like seeing any kind of major line production of vaccines.
Yeah, I don't know. This thing is going to be great. It's just right now what's happening is you're having people. It's going to end really badly. It's going to end really, really badly.
Yep.
And the fact that like everyone's like, well, like, you know, you can get everything done. It's going to be horrible. It's still the fact that like this thing, nobody has an immunity for it. So it makes sense that you're going to get it. If I search COVID-19 mutations.
COVID-19 Rule 34.
Stop. Cease thought.
Coronavirus mutations confirmed. 2 types of coronavirus has been confirmed. A new preliminary study published by National Science Chinese said that there's more virtual 2 strains that struck first, which explains the rapid transmission of the disease and unnatural high mortality rate. The more virulent strains exist alongside its less harmful cousin. The study identifies 2 strains as type L, the more virulent type S.
Yep.
So, yeah, no, I'm not. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised.
Nope.
So, that being said, I think Alberta's been doing okay. So has Canada. Canada's been doing okay. Right now, we're at 244 confirmed cases. Alberta's at 39 with 2 more probable cases. Ontario's at 101.
Yep. Italy.
Good to know God is.
Italy. Oh, hang on. I gotta get that fucking GIF. Oh my god, that funny video.
Italy's fucked, man. Italy's fucked.
Wasn't there like a charge for like in Italy that what was it? Something like you get charged for manslaughter if you tested positive and you're still going out to places.
Yeah.
Like that's a huge step forward right there. And I was like, whoa, boy, that's really telling people don't fucking get out of the house, you retard.
Hang on, I gotta. Oh.
Some of us believe it's the New World Order.
Here you go, Jeff. You're gonna get a bit of a laugh out of this. Oh.
It's not sent to me, is it?
Nope, I accidentally sent it to the wrong chat.
Oh God.
Yes, this is exactly what you think it is. But I think this was made I think 2 weeks ago. No, it was made earlier.
Probably.
No, it was actually made earlier this week, so it's a little out of date. And it's just fucking funny. Because you're like, oh, this isn't so bad. Then it's literally.
Oh boy.
Yep, it just keeps going.
So I'm going to say this. This is something that really pisses me off about this. China knew about this. They could have easily prevented the spread of this. They could have been responsible adults. This thing is worse than fucking Chernobyl.
No. It's not worse than Chernobyl yet.
Okay, let me rephrase that. Chernobyl is so fucking bad.
Yeah.
That like the thing that makes this worse is like if this comes out that this is a bioweapon.
China's done.
No. It's hey, we see that you have nukes there. It's good that we're going to put soldiers on the fucking ground, and we're just going to take things one place at a time. Oh, and your 100 fucking million standing army? Yeah, they might as well just surrender and just give up. Because it's not like Russia, Canada, United States, Germany, all of these places would just fuck you over.
There are. Oh man.
Jesus fucking Christ, man.
Oh yeah, no. Whatever's gonna happen to China, like if it does come out that this is a bioweapon, and there is a chance that this might come out as it's a bioweapon, shock horror news at 11. China is just gonna get Russia's not gonna have any patience for them. I don't think Japan, China. I don't think the rest of China will have patience for them. There's been because of since Hong Kong, China's been in kind of a precarious position with its own population. The ground's they're slowly getting more and more destable, and I actually agree with a couple economicists. It's time to start pulling factories out of fucking China.
Yeah. This has been the case for a long time.
Yep.
Nothing against globalization.
Well, global industrialization is what you mean to say.
Well, globalization, global industrialization, same thing. But holy fuck, man.
I do think that the one thing that they need to do right now is, unfortunately, right now where we're going to have to go through is, I think, just a large quarantine setup, which is going to suck.
Oh.
Which is just going to suck for everyone. It's going to suck. I hate to break it to everyone, but it's going to suck. So as a result, go out, buy yourselves Doom 29. Buy yourselves Doom Eternal. Buy yourself
Doom Eternal and Animal Crossing are going to totally solve.
Ori and the Will of the Wisps. Pick that up. Pick up.
Just buy all your games on Steam and Epic Game Store, man.
Don't do Epic Game Store though.
Well, do Epic Game Store. Support it.
No.
Support any game platform that gives you video games.
No.
Except for EGS, which is Epic Game Store.
Thank you.
Because fuck Tim Sweeney.
Fuck Epic Game Store in general.
Fuck Epic.
There's supposed to be another game that's coming out on the 23rd, and I think it's. I don't remember what it is that's coming out on the 23rd. But there's a third game that's coming out on the 23rd, and it's apparently like another really like classic popular game. Oh man. But hey, I guess we'll have to wait and see. What else do we have to talk about this week?
Will Smith responded to me. I feel very special.
Wait, what?
Not
No,
the Will Smith.
No, the other Will Smith
The
that
good
I
Will
know
Smith.
of.
Everyone knows of.
Who?
Will Smith from what's it? His podcast, or what is he from?
He right now he's from Foo. He's from TechPodContent.town, which is him and Brad Shoemaker's.
How about you just link me?
Okay.
Like,
Do that.
easy solution.
Well,
link me this picture.
We gotta let the listeners know. Our two listeners.
Will, if you're listening to me, thank you again for getting me into tech. Appreciate it, bud.
Woo!
Yeah, my books.
Yeah.
I always like listening to that guy on the Giant Bomb cast.
Yeah, no, I'll go ahead and grab it.
You know,
Just
I
talk-
haven't listened to the Giant Bombcast in like years.
Yeah,
It's still a thing, and it's still fine. I listen to them.
I
always have-
mean,
Again, it's like our podcast, but just a little bit more professional.
Will Smith.
I would say it's a lot better than our podcast.
Oh,
but
it's
that's
a lot
not
better than
hard.
our podcast. Go
That's
listen
not
to
very
Giant
hard.
Bomb. Go listen. Stop listening. Go to listen to Giant Bomb right now.
If you want to listen to a good show, what you'll do is you'll sit there, wrap your balls in a jockstrap, and you'll go and listen to Jeff Gerstmann's luscious voice and talk about video games for hours and hours on end. Well, Brad Shoemaker sits there and goes, "Well, I don't know, Jeff. I'm talking about video games too, and man, it's really good out there." And Brad has such a fucking punchable voice.
No, he has a good voice. I'm not sure about
It's like
punchable.
It's so, I don't want to say generic, but
It's just like radio voice, basically.
when I heard Brad Shoemaker, I thought like Dwayne The Rock Johnson had a baby with this man. Like it was like a perfect clone with 2 Y chromosomes.
Uh-huh.
Like that's literally what I thought.
Yeah.
And I was so wrong. So very wrong. Brad does not look like that. Brad looks a lot better than that. But no, he has like a default action hero voice. So if he listens to if either of them listen to the show, this is going to be hilarious.
I hope he does. And I was going to say, you're pretty cool. You're pretty cool.
You're pretty cool.
Pretty cool guy.
Stop being so cool. And Jeff, you're also cool.
Yeah, if you somehow listen to this podcast, you're a
I
cool
doubt it.
guy.
But hey,
You're a super cool guy. I'd love to be on your podcast and talk about video games randomly, but I need to make a video game first. Then I can be on your podcast.
Yeah, we need to make video games.
Yeah, we need to make at least a video game that he just wants to talk nonstop about. Then we'll be on this podcast.
How about this? Josh goes on the podcast. Cool.
Yeah, I could totally be on that podcast.
And
We should talk about energy drinks for like a good 15 minutes before we actually talk about anything important.
yep, and I want to be on the Jeff Gerstmann podcast.
I really don't care what podcast I'm on.
Yeah, or not the Jeff Gerstmann, the Joe Rogan podcast.
Oh, Joe Rogan. So you're just
Yes.
gonna smoke a lot of pot, then go on there?
Yeah.
Yes,
I mean, that's not
What
terrible.
else do you do when you
I'll
go
just
to
take
Joe
a
Rogan?
star of death.
What else
Yeah,
do you do?
take a star of death and then just go for it.
Yeah.
Oh god, how much should like THC's in that shit? I keep forgetting.
It's like 200 fucking milligrams, man.
That's a lot.
I don't know. It's still better than what I fucking did.
God damn it. Oh god damn it.
I don't know. I was telling. I still haven't told. I told Nathan finally. And Nathan finally. It's like, yeah, I fucking did this stupid thing one time where I had to fucking. 30 milligrams of edibles and then a Red Bull, and he didn't know what it is, but John was standing right next to me, and he like fucking like barreled over, and I guess in pain. It's like, and John's just like, wow. I'm like, dude, you're weird. He's like, no, but why?
Why though?
Freaking. I'll totally take a star of death. If I can get a star, I'll take a star of death. See, like, the higher the THC it goes, the more I'm like, yeah, I'll fucking do it, whatever. Because it's like, get fucked off of it? Sure, fine. At least you feel it. And you'd be like, you feel so out of it, you just fall asleep. I'll like that quite a bit.
Yes,
if it's
perfect.
I like that quite a bit. It's like the higher THC, the more I'm gonna get knocked out. That's great.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm gonna wrap it up. I got like an hour.
I got about an hour. Yeah.
Trent, if you're listening to this and you want to hire me,
hire me.
just hire him.
Just hire him.
Hire him.
You'll be keeping me in Edmonton, so I don't know. Your choice.
Just do it. I mean, he's a hard worker. I mean, why wouldn't you?
Thanks.
I mean, this is Jeff we're talking about.
Yeah, a hard worker.
Anyway, thank you for listening to the Black Mind Podcast episode.
Thank you for listening to the show.
240 what?
240.
240. Just 240.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
240 episodes.
Damn.
We still have to record episode 69.
I don't think we're ever going to record episode 69.
We're going to get to 269.
Yep.
The 269, the number that no one talks about.
Mm-hmm.
Although if we ever hit the podcast 420, we gotta somehow do something. I don't know. We'll just take an edible, record half of it, and just throw it in the trash.
Stop. Cease. Silent thought.
Thank you for listening to episode 240. You can listen to us every Thursday on blackmindgames.podbean.com. You can also subscribe to us on iTunes or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Thank you to the two hosts. Currently, this is being recorded in the future. And unfortunately, the situation here has gotten a lot worse. We are going to pull through it, though. So it's just going to take us some time. But tune in to the next episode, which will be next Thursday. Peace.
If you could, what I would do is ask: is wage negotiable as an opening statement? If it's not, go with it. But other than that, that's all you can really do. Like I think $19 an hour is actually pretty solid for a start, but you're gonna be pretty tight for the first little while as long as it's what.
Tempted to apply to this position just for the fact that like I can sit there and just fuck with Trent. And Trent, if you're listening to this, do not hire me. Please do not hire me. I do not need a conflict of interest between you and Blackmind unless you want to publish my games. In which case, totally hire me. I will literally just brown nose like no tomorrow. But can you guys hear me?
Hey.
Okay.
We're just letting you.
I think I
jump
do.
also.
I don't know. I remember that I work tomorrow, but I don't know.
You don't know? You don't know if you work tomorrow?
I'm talking to my dad. But Hold on. Let's see if I can. I think I have the schedule on my phone.
I gotta check too.
Not that one. Yes, I work tomorrow. Close this door. There. Okay, I'm recording.
Okay. So, as Josh and Allan might know, recent events have happened. Been kind of hilarious. Everyone should know that basically changes that might happen to the show, small changes involving distance.
Do you not want to sync before we do this?
Oh no, this goes at the end, bud.
No, I'm just wondering.
Okay, so I'm sitting here debating: do I sit there and apply for a position in Edmonton, working at somebody I hate? Like, not on principle. Like, I don't hate him as a person. I just hate what he does. I find some of the things that he's done in the past kind of slimy. Specifically when it comes to, like, people complaining and him being like, I'm being harassed. It's like, whatever. But then again, I've never been in that position, so... And I screamed at somebody recently over something really stupid. So I shouldn't really be talking about this. But I'm debating about applying just because I know for a fact I probably won't get the position.
Here in Edmonton?
Here in Edmonton.
Do it. Apply. See, like,
So,
there's nothing wrong with applying. Hey, if you do get the job, hey. And the other job... That's the thing. Is like... Just because you hate someone, just because you hate somebody on, like, what, the principle of you just not liking him? Or being a pretentious
here's
cunt?
the thing.
So what? That's the situation you're in. But if you get a job there, well, then... whatever.
I think it would be hilarious if I did it. Like, I think it would be funny for me.
I think it'd be great if you hand in your resume. They say you're hired, and you go, "Oh, I got a better job opportunity over here because I'm getting this and this," and they'll just up it. I think
I'm just gonna hit. How many years of network administration experience do you have? 0. No, I think it would be hilarious because you know the guy I was screaming at on Twitter about like 3 weeks, about a month ago. So all of my friends have sat there and said, "This is the most immature human being on the planet." So I think that what I did was very immature. How I acted was very immature. And like John has basically made fun of me for it for like the past 3 weeks. I'm just gonna lower my mic down. Oh, it's already low.
Again, it's gonna be your call in all honesty.
But like the thing that's making me laugh and lol is like, what if I apply? What if he gives me a position? Then I have a conflict of interest with Blackmind.
How?
Because Blackmind makes video games, even though we haven't shipped anything.
Okay.
So my worry.
Well, okay. This is you working as a system administrator, correct?
No, this is me working as a networking and system administration.
Okay. Is this related to game development or game design?
No, this is working. This is related to system administration, yes. And it's going to be hilarious.
Okay, no. What you just said is it would have a conflict with Blackmind. Just you doing that alone, unless it's related to you doing like a personal project, and it's related to game. Like, let's say you've got a job at BioWare. Let's say that. Let's say that. Then you'd have a conflict of interest because you'd be doing work potentially with BioWare equipment, which was a massive red flag, and you shouldn't do that. But since you're working as a system admin, it has nothing to do with game development. It just means It just means your job is related in the same isn't related in the same field, but related by proxy. I'm literally looking at you, the situation.
See, here's the thing: is that like, I am going to hit apply. I'm going to hit apply right now. Proceed with the application. Yes. Continue.
There's a very likely chance that you're just not going to get it.
It's not going to go anywhere. The funniest thing is that like if he sends me a message saying, "Why did you scream at Dave?" I'm just going to say, because Dave's an asshole. And I didn't appreciate getting 5 fucking messages from him. No, oh god, what did I just do? Fuck. No, I found it hilarious. I just find it hilarious that like so like everyone has sat there and said to me at school, there's no chance, like system admin careers are done for. They're non-existent. And I had 4 interviews over the summer, offered 4 interviews. I took 2. I did pretty well. And Glassdoor doesn't want to work. London. Drugs. Go. Okay, it doesn't want to work. Whatever. So yeah, that's my opinion.
Yeah.
By the way,
I have.
You guys want to sync?
Yep.
I was gonna make one note of mention of I don't think you should name your company after something delicate and or something that doesn't exist.
Beamdog?
Or something. I guess the rule for me in my head is like, if the name sounds cool, then it's fine. If the name sounds like you're brittle, then that's not very good. It sounds like you're going to be lasting like a month and a half. If your name is like the Phantom, like the freaking console, like and it never comes out, like you got to name something good, not something fictitious or something that could disappear.
Phantom?
You know what the funny thing is?
You don't know
is
the
like
Phantom?
No.
Oh fuck, man, that thing's fucking ancient.
Yeah, it's old. It was the Xbox before Xbox.
Oh.
It was basically the download your games from an online service, like on a console that doesn't have a CD tray, like way before or like PS2 and shit.
Yeah.
You know how the Xbox, like you look at it and you're like, man, this is like a really stupid console. Who came up with this bullshit? It's basically the same thing. But no, I was gonna say something about him. I was gonna say for all of his faults and stuff like that, like I was talking to John about, John one time brought him up and he's like, oh yeah, he like drives like sports cars and shit like that. He's like really into cars. And I'm like, what cars does he drive? He's like, oh yeah, like really nice cars. And it's like, Trent seems like a cool dude, but he total dingus online. I don't know why. So the thing I don't like about Beamdog is like it feels like as if Hasbro got really tempered with them and basically told them, hey, we're going to remove the property. But then again, like, I don't know because I don't work there, so I don't know what happened. But I do know that the fans basically had a riot. And it was hilarious. It was hilarious to watch because you're watching a company which literally could have ended a situation by saying the game is in early access and we're moving it to early access and we're going to do more polishing on it. But I don't work there, so I don't know what the issue was. That's me. Do you guys want to sync?
Yes, let's sync. Get this done.
Okay.
I don't really want to do a long podcast because other than the school stuff, I don't have much on the go this week. I have like essays. I have essays and stuff like that.
I have programming I have to do, and I want to play video games, but I also have to figure out dynamic ACLs,
Yep.
which are literally a bitch. Things that make a man insane. System administration is one of them.
Yeah, unsurprising.
Yeah. So let's sync in 3, 2, 1.